What's up, everybody? Welcome to What's Real. Your host, Waylon Cooley, man. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Now, today we got another special guest. I always say one of my good friends. You know what? Because they are my good friends. So check this out, though. I got to do my disclaimer. You know, next time I'm just going to have graphics pop up on the screen, but I'm going to just start off this way as I always do around this time. This segment was put together as an outlet for friends in the general audience to chat about concerns and opinions as they relate to the global situation, circumstances. You know, we are not experts in any way in the medical, legal, religion, or politics, and information is truly our opinion. And each individual person, this does not reflect our business or our sponsors. This is What's Real, y'all. All right, you guys, check it out. You know, it's What's Real as always. I got the talented comedian, actor, radio, TV personality. His stand-up has been seen on BET's Comic View, Comedy Central, The Kings of Comedy, the Tom Joyner Sky Show on TV One, and HBO P. Diddy's Bad Boys. You know, now this comedian that I'm talking about, y'all, it's my main man, good friend for so long now. I'm gonna welcome Mr. Damon Williams. That's the sound. What's up?
All right, what's going on, man? What's happening, Way?
Hey, man, life is good, man. Even though we're going through a pandemic, man. But listen, that's temporary. We know God is good, brother. But listen, I'd like to welcome you to the show, man, Dame. It's an honor to have you here, man. You know, doing these rough times. Let me get him and give him some inspiration right quick. So Chicago, stand up now. I got to say this to you, my brother. You've been repping Chicago since I met you at TNT back in the day, man, after graduating from college, bro. And as a well-respected entertainer, man, you believed in me and gave me one of my first breaks, bro. I don't know if you knew that or not, but I'm just letting you know, man. They say get the roses to them while they're here, brother. You know, man, you had me filming D-Ray, Leon Rogers, and every comedian on BET Comic View that came to Chicago, man. I thank you, brother. I just wanted you to really know that, man.
Man, I didn't know that was your first break, but I'm glad I was able to do it. And I would love to know where's that footage now, because we should do something with it. You know, seriously, people looking for content, man. We need to talk about that.
Right. All right, but man, I had to put it out there, man. Look, I got to find that footage too. You know, all these formats done changed so much. But man, listen, brother, that's just real, man. You know, now this is something that messed me up. You know, I had to do a little research, but from comedy, you must have been inspired, my brother, to close a Subway and start telling jokes. All these years I've known you, I did not know you even owned a Subway. But man, I looked up and your bio was there, and I mean, so how do you switch from a business owner to a comedian? Please help me out. How did that happen?
If your business ain't making no money, you easily switch from business owner to comedian, because that Subway franchise wasn't the first joke. I did it for 2 years, though, man. I had that store for like 2.5 years. A lot of good things came from that store. Actually, my son wouldn't have been conceived if I didn't have that Subway, because I met his mom at that Subway. So that was the blessing of the store. Plus, it transitioned me from I worked at a city job and I was doing some other little side hustles and things of that nature. I transitioned from all of that into Subway. Then I left Subway and I found comedy. And I found comedy from being a Subway owner, because that's why I heard people talking about All Jokes Aside and open mic, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Got you. Well, hey, man, listen, that you did well. Say it that way. Goodness. So, I mean, now check this out. I'm gonna throw this in there, man, because, you know, with the longevity, I know, like I said, you've been doing this for a minute, and God has been good to you, brother, because, I mean, you're still relevant. You're still out there big time. So how was it, you know, working with the biggest comedians, I would just say comics at the time, you know, on tour, and with the history of those legends like Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Bernie Mac, D.L. Hughley, and Damon Williams? How was that working with them on the Kings of Comedy tour, man?
Well, at that point, you know, I was the young gun of the crew, and so they were all like big brother mentor style, even though we all close in age, except for Steve. I think Steve is the oldest of that list.
Right.
So I had worked with all of them at All Jokes Aside. Luckily in Chicago, All Jokes Aside was the preeminent Black comedy experience in the United States. Everybody came there from Chappelle on down, you know, Chris Rock. I worked with him when he was working on his special to do that whole OJ. I ain't saying he should have killed her, but I understand. He worked that set out, and all
Right.
jokes aside, I was hosting that weekend. So it was a place to to really connect with the majors at the time. So to be
Okay.
selected to go and hit the road with those guys was an ultimate honor, and it's one that I earned after they narrowed it down from a few other choices, and then I ended up doing the whole tour, which included 30 dates, including 2 appearances at the Chicago United Center. And that was the culmination of it, to go around the country with the cats and then to bring the show home and be
Right.
at the house Mike built. It was awesome.
Dude, that's incredible, man. Now how was it working with Bernie Mac? May he rest in peace, brother.
Well, of all of them, of course, I knew Bernie the best because he Chicago guy. And he was sort of the big brother to us all in Chicago already before he really blew up. And once he blew, he really didn't leave Chicago completely. So he was still around as I was, like I say, coming up in the ranks, and I earned his respect. And he started to mentor me a little bit, and then he let me host his room, which was Miltroneers on Tuesday nights, and that was a legendary thing he did every Tuesday. Held about 70 people, if that many. And if you didn't get in there by 6 o'clock, the doors was locked. Too late, you ain't gonna make it. And then the top entertainers from around the country, when they were in town, they would all stop by. Midnight Mac became the TV show on HBO. So me and Bernie had a strong relationship. I eventually hired his manager to be my manager, so we were sort of like all in the camp and in the team together. So God bless his soul, and he was really, as the Bernie Mac you see is the Bernie Mac he was, and he was genuine to the day he died.
Wow. May he rest in peace, man. Peace, man. That was a good comedian, man. Now I'm gonna talk about your energy, brother. Over the years, man, like I said, I've known you for years. If you remember, man, you hooked, Dame, I don't even know if you remember this. This is something I reflect on. Do you remember you came to Valpo, man? We was doing a commercial for, I think it was one of your shows, and we're gonna put it on BET. And we sat in my bedroom and edited that commercial for about 2 hours. Do you remember that? I know that's so long ago.
Let me tell you something. I have a lot of memories that I have lost over the years. I don't know if it's because I've been getting free drinks my whole career, but I certainly don't remember sitting in your bedroom for 2 hours. That's for sure.
Well,
I prefer you stop telling that story after this.
Okay, it's done.
No, but yeah, I remember coming out, man. I know we had to go through some footage to get that, because we used to try to get our BET commercials for TNT and for Star Plaza.
But you ever know somebody that gets saved, then they get super saved right away? But they was cussing and drinking and went half on weed with you just 2 weeks ago. But now they trying to use all the church lingo right away, I had an aunt like that, and she used to cuss and drink and smoke. Then she got saved and gonna try to use all the church talk right away. But she get confused sometimes, Like, hey, auntie, how you doing? Oh, I'm blessed and highly favored like a motherfucker. I'm like, gotta get the lines right, you know what I'm saying? Tell the dude, let's get dressed. You get pants, shirt, shoes, socks, drawers. We out. You can tell a brother's a wedding in 20 minutes. He be ready in 15. Let's go. Ladies got a little different setup. Y'all got your hair, your makeup. You got your next purse to your shoes. You got to try on your whole outfit. Look at that. Don't